Guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Juca Nery, and this video is about GarageBand and the Katana, Boss Katana 50 or 100, it doesn't matter. A lot of you guys have been asking me about connecting the Katana into GarageBand, although I use Logic, but GarageBand has the same principle, so it applies the same things. It's very easy, and some comments I've been having is about having lots of issue like volume, not enough volume, or is just feedback on the guitar, and that's kind of weird because I'm going to show you. I'm using a Mac, and this is OS Sierra, so I think this is important to mention because most of you guys, some of you guys have Macs, other guys have PCs. On the Mac, it's like this. As from the moment you plug in your Katana, at least this happens to me with the OS Sierra. And the system firmware from the Katana is 2.0. I think it's now 2.0.1, but I have just 2.0. So from the moment you connect, or I connect my Katana to the Mac, what happens is this: in system preferences, automatically the input, both input and output, will go into Katana mode. Okay, so if I'm playing, like, imagine a YouTube video or something like that, or listening to a song, the sound goes out completely. There's no sound at all because it's not my Scarlett 2i2, okay, that it's working. Although it's working, by default, the Katana stays on top, both for the input and the output. You can change this here. It really doesn't matter if you change this here regarding GarageBand. So this is a tip for you. You can leave it as it is here on system preferences, or change it so you can hear the sound from other sources, like if you're jamming on top of a guitar track, bass guitar track on YouTube or something like that. You better change this from in the output to your sound card. Okay, so I'm gonna close this for now. And now in GarageBand, like in Logic, if you come here to preferences and you come to audio MIDI, you have general, loops, info, advanced, but audio MIDI, there's the devices you have on your system. In my system, I have two devices right now plugged USB, that act like external sound card, at least a Katana. I have system setting, Scarlett, Katana, built-in output, and Pro Tools aggregated I/O. I want my output device to be the Scarlett, okay? So I have some sound. This is just like Logic, and I made a video about it. And the Katana shows up here, okay? Very easy. It's all set up. I can close this panel for now, and then I have one track, and the track you want to have, file track, new track. If this appears to you, you want this one, recording using microphone or line input, or drag and drop audio files. Not the other one, this one, not this one, because this one will load automatically a few amps and effects. This one is dedicated if you want to go direct into your sound card. So you'll choose this one. Doesn't matter the input, it says here. Then it says I want to hear my instrument as I play and record. You can tickle this or not, doesn't matter, okay? And then create. Already have created one, it's here. I name it to Guitar 1. And then you have here in the bottom, since I don't have any effects, but on the left here, it's very important, there's a few settings, okay, that will expand when you click these arrows. Recording settings, you have automatic level control that is not possible to adjust, okay? So then in input, I have this, Katana 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know exactly why they appear like four inputs, but I don't know if it's regarded with the channels I'm using on the Katana. But 1 and 2 work, so I'll just leave in 1 and that's it. Then there's monitoring. You have to click on this, so you have sound, feedback protection. It's some people told me about the feedback. If I toggle this off in a few moments, probably GarageBand will ask me if I want to turn this on again. A little bit annoying because there's no feedback at all, but it is like it is. Okay, then there's a noise gate you can enable or disable, and normally I have it disabled because I already have a noise gate in my Tone Studio preset, okay? So, and then if you click this arrow here, you have plugins that you can insert heading to your signal, okay? It comes built in with a noise gate. I'm going to remove it, no plugin, okay? So there's nothing here now. And a channel EQ, okay? And then you have also master echo and master reverb. These are things that come with GarageBand. You cannot remove them, but you can disable them. So I'm going to play something. Okay, if I click master echo, now it's not enabled. I don't know why, but I think I have a clue. If you come here to master, yeah, there's the controls for your master echo here, down here, which is disabled, and then here you have master reverb. Okay, it's a little bit confusing at first, not straightforward as Logic, but anyway, if I click on this and now go back to my track, as you can see, it's not grayed out anymore, so I have a master reverb. Okay, and also I have here some sounds, reverb and ambience, small reverb. Okay, now in Logic it's much easier to visualize these controls, like there's nothing here on the blue screen down here. Anyway, let's go to master and then go to master echo and enable it. Then if you go back to track, as you can see, it's not grayed out anymore, so you have your echo. Okay, then if you want to control the type of echo, you go again to master, and there's your master echo, the time, repeat, color, and volume, you know. All right, then you also have on the output, you have a bunch of plugins already loaded, like channel EQ, compressor, exciter, compressor again, and a limiter that you probably don't need, so you can remove them all. They're doing nothing here, but effects is panel around here. Like you see, if I remove something, it will remove from here. Like the exciter, nothing, compressor goes away, and now there's no limiter, there's nothing here, okay? And there's a final EQ, you guys can see here, where you can filter some frequencies normally associated with the amp sim. This is not an amp sim, but anyway, okay? Then you go back to, this is some presets you can add up to your signal. Go back to track and back to controls. This is where it gets messed up. Track, master, controls, and EQ, okay? And you turn off, you don't want any effects at all. So you turn them off. The noise gate is also, I already removed it, but he put it there again, as you guys can see. Not doing nothing here. You can turn it off, and that's it. Once you enable this button here, this one is solo, and this one, like it says, is mute. Okay? And it says like it's coming in the stereo source, although it's mono. I don't know if it's from being USB, but it says 2 bars, like it's mono, like it's stereo. So now I go into Stone Studio here, and I make my preset, wherever it is. Let me just add some delay, some reverb. And now regarding noise reduction, try to do it in Tone Studio instead of doing it on in GarageBand, okay? As you can see, it's on. And to enable it, you just click here. Okay? Now, be very careful where you leave the threshold, because if you have it too high, meaning go from left to right, it will cut your sustain in some notes. Okay? So I leave it around here normally. There's also, let me see. Yeah, this is a noise reduction. There's also here in the system, this is very important, the type of sound that you want. The cabinet resonance. So go from vintage to modern. It does change, subtle, but change to deep. I don't know if this part only affects, yeah, it also affects this. So you have the line out air fill, the kind of sound you want, rec, live, or blend. I prefer rec. This one sounds best to me, and also I choose modern here. This one it sounds best to me. And there's nothing here you have to change at all, okay? Let it be like this. I haven't, to be honest, I have never changed these values. Mix level probably from you, some guys that probably the level is not enough. Here goes GarageBand telling me to monitor on, no feedback protection, and monitor off. I'm going to tell it no feedback protection. I'll control my feedback. So let me put this where it was. This has probably something to do with your signal going into your DAW, but the way it is by default is enough, okay? So revise version 2.0, like I said, and that's it. Now, some of you guys tell me, but I don't have enough volume. Well, first of all, you're not going to control the volume on your Katana. My master volume on the Katana is turned completely off because I don't want to hear two signals. I don't want to hear the Katana by itself and then coming from my studio monitors, okay? I want to hear just from one source, and the source are the studio monitors where the rest comes, like drums, bass, etc. So here is your volume. Maybe you can tell it's not enough volume for you, so you have to adjust in your sound card, okay? Not in the software itself. You can have, like, imagine like having this at 50%, and it's not loud enough, but when you record, it's more than loud, okay? I'm gonna record just simple chords here, and you can see it will be more than loud. As you guys can see from the waveform, unfortunately, GarageBand won't allow me to zoom this up and down, if I'm not mistaken. But if I double click here, I can see it better. It's loud enough, okay? You don't need anything else. Now, if you don't listen to it, if you can't listen to it properly, you're not going to adjust on the Katana, and you're certainly not going to adjust here. It might do a little bit of a difference, but not enough for you to hear it. So you're going to adjust it on the sound card, on your main output from your sound card, okay? The big knob, in my case, the Focusrite. And this is more than enough for your recording. So I hope you guys understand. This is very, very easy to understand. Let me just enable, once again, this. If you want to see this, press B or go here, view, and hide or show smart controls. And that's it. Hope you guys understand the video. And from this video, try to emulate just what I did. And talk to me about the results later. Leave me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Hit that bell button. And thank you for watching. Cheers, guys.